In the year 1884, German explorers and traders came to the land now known as Cameroon. They made deals with some local chiefs near the coast, especially in places like Duala. Some of these agreements were not fair. Many chiefs did not understand what they were signing. Very soon, Germany announced that Cameroon was now their colony. The German government began building roads, bridges, railways, and plantations. They forced many Cameroonians to work under very hard conditions. People were punished if they refused to work or if they resisted orders. Even though Germany brought some development, the people were not free. In August 1914, a big war started in Europe. It was called the First World War. Two major sides fought in the war, the Allied powers, Britain, France, Russia, and later the United States. The Central Powers, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and others. Since Germany controlled Cameroon, its enemies wanted to capture the colony. Cameroon became a target of war, not only for military reasons, but also because of its rich natural resources, including rubber, timber, and palm oil. Not long after war started, the British forces entered Cameroon from Nigeria. At the same time, French soldiers came from the east and Belgian troops from the south. The Germans had their own army, and they also trained and used African soldiers called askaris. The Germans were strong and had good weapons, but they were surrounded. The invaders moved slowly through rivers, forests, and swamps. The weather, wild animals, and disease made the war even harder. One of the first big battles took place in Duala, a very important port city. The British and French used warships to attack the coast. After days of heavy fighting, the Germans were forced to leave the city. Duala became the main base for the Allied forces in Cameroon. The fall of Duala was a big blow to German power. From there, the Allies started moving inland to capture more towns and villages. After Duala, the Allies moved toward the interior of Cameroon. They faced tough resistance from the Germans, especially in the mountains and forests. There were bloody battles in places like Garoua in the north, Nkongsamba in the west, Edea and Yaoundé in the south. Cameroonian villagers often did not know who to support. Some helped the Germans, others helped the British or French. Many simply wanted peace and safety, but their farms and homes were destroyed during the battles. The war caused hunger, sickness, and death for many innocent people. Animals were killed, schools were closed, and children could not go to class. By early 1916, the Germans were losing badly. They had lost most of their strongholds and were running low on food and supplies. Many German officials and soldiers escaped into Spanish Guinea, now Equatorial Guinea, which was a neutral colony. The remaining German soldiers surrendered to the British and French forces in February 1916. This marked the end of German Cameroon. Germany was gone, but peace had not yet fully returned. After World War I ended in 1918, the League of Nations decided what would happen to former German colonies. In 1919, they divided Cameroon between France and Britain. France took over the larger eastern part, now called French Cameroon. Britain took over the western strip, next to Nigeria, and called it British Cameroons. Each colonial power ruled its part differently. French Cameroon followed French laws, language, and school systems. British Cameroons followed British customs and were linked to Nigeria. This division would later lead to deep problems, especially the Anglophone-Francophone conflict that Cameroon still faces today. The defeat of German Cameroon during World War I changed the history of Cameroon forever. Although Germany was gone, the people of Cameroon were not free. They were now under British and French colonial rule. The war brought pain, suffering, and division, but it also showed the strength and courage of the Cameroonian people. Today, we remember this time as a key moment in the long road to independence and self-determination.